Two Chicks and a Cricket, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about journaling and share with you how I do my journaling. So I oftentimes now do journaling on my computer. I think it looks nicer. I'm not always happy with the way my handwriting is, and so I often go ahead and do it on the computer, though I do think it's important to try to use some of your handwriting in your scrapbooks, because handwriting really is a part of who you are. And I know as I have found things that have been written in, you know, like my grandmother's handwriting, I've found recipes that she's written, and it's just really special. And the other thing is if you look right on my computer, right down here, it says Birds of a Feather, and actually that's Wendy's handwriting. For Christmas, she got me this little, it's like a little glass bird, and she wrote in the little box, there was that little piece of paper that said Birds of a Feather, and I almost threw it away, but she had hand wrote that, and it just reminded me of her, and I wanted it with that little bird. And so handwriting is very personal, and it's very important. So try to sneak some of your handwriting into your scrapbook every now and again. So this is just on my computer, and I use Microsoft Word, and that's a very easy program to use. And so what I often do is I have settings on mine that are what I use the most, and so I always try to change my margins to 0.5 because I often use vellum, which is what we're going to use right now, to do my journaling, and I don't like to waste it. So because I use that so often, up here in, let me just zoom in so you guys can see. Up here on this tab, page layout, right here there is a thing that says margins, and the very top one is my last custom setting, which is just 0.05, and in this particular newer program, 0.05 is also, if you see, a narrow setting. So it's just often good to use that just to save your paper. So I don't have a lot of journaling. So the other thing that I'm going to do is over here where it says columns, I will oftentimes go ahead and set 2 columns. And then down here there's a little button that says equal column width, and I just uncheck that box. And then I go ahead and click OK. And that is going to bring us back to our document. And as you can see, right up here, your document is split into 2 columns. And the reason I do that is so that I can, again, save paper. It's a great way to save paper, because what I'm going to do is I've already typed out my journaling and I copied it, and now I'm going to just paste it on here. And this is my journaling for the layout, and as you can see, it puts it in this smaller area right in here. So the other thing that I have done is I have highlighted it and changed my font, and you do that over here on the Home tab. Right up there where it says Home. And then you can change your font right here to whatever it is that you like. This is called Jane Print. It's one I downloaded from the internet and I use it often. And then this is just your size, and I've centered it. Right there's my center button. So I have centered it. And then this way, it's going to print on this side, and I was able to center it. If I didn't have a column on, then it would center it right here in the center of my page, and I would waste all of this paper. So now that I have my journaling on here, I will print this. And another great tip for journaling is if you just remember that it's about telling a story. It doesn't, you know, I'm not a great, like, I don't always use proper English or proper grammar. I don't always put a comma where it should be, or, you know, I just write my journaling. I write it like just how I feel. And so that's why Wendy does all the editing on our blog, because she's really great at that. And she's a really great storyteller, and I love to read her journaling because she does have the ability to capture a story. But what you want to remember is you're just telling what is going on your scrapbook page. And in 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 100 years from now, when we're not around, and our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren are looking through these scrapbooks, they're not going to know who is who. And so it's really important for you to take that time to journal it, to share the story of what's going on, and just tell the story. Don't worry about if it looks perfect. Don't worry about if it sounds perfect. Lots of times if you go back in my scrapbooks, there are times I have misspelled something, or that's why it's great to use a computer program where you can do spell check. But oftentimes my mind will be faster than my fingers, and sometimes I'll put two words, you know, I'll put like the, and then I'll type the again, and the computer doesn't catch it, or something like that. And so, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect, and we're just telling a story. And if you think about it like that, that's helped me in my journaling. Sometimes I get stumped and I don't know what to write, but what I have found is if I'm just trying to tell the story and I'm not worried about it, it comes a little bit easier. And the title of my scrapbook page that I'm working on right now is going to be titled Sweet Little Chef. So in my journaling, I wrote, Violet, you are such a sweet little chef. And I kind of tied in my journaling to my scrapbook page. So I hope that helps you guys, and leave us a comment with any tips that you have about journaling, and let us know what works for you guys. Thanks for stopping by our blog, and we hope you have a great day.